The final wall of a 325,000 square foot former uranium enrichment facility has come down, marking the completion of UCOR's largest demolition project yet at the Y-12 National Security Complex. Demolition of the Alpha II building cleared away a Manhattan Project-era facility, helping modernize the site to support important national security missions. Preparing Alpha II for demolition was a monumental task, requiring 4 years of work. It involved meticulous removal of radiological and chemical hazards from inside the facility and rerouting active utility lines, including steam, air, gas, and water for facilities that are essential to Y-12's operations. That work was made possible through collaboration by a mix of highly skilled employees versed in a wide array of fields, including characterization, safety, waste handling, project management, craft, and engineering. UCOR crews achieved the Alpha II deactivation and demolition milestones, all while extending an impressive safety record. Employees worked more than 800,000 hours without a recordable injury or illness. The demolition generated massive amounts of waste and debris, approximately 62 million pounds in total. This project is only the beginning of Y-12's transformation. UCOR characterization crews marked significant efforts at Y-12 National Security Complex to characterize the exposure units 1, 2, and 3, crucial for supporting the future Agile Radiation Case Capability Campus, a key initiative for the National Nuclear Security Administration in the east end of Y-12. Integral to ensuring the site is thoroughly understood and prepared for future national security missions, characterization crews must use specialized direct push drilling rigs that can collect soil, concrete, and groundwater samples with minimal disturbance to the surrounding area. Additionally, the team conducts radiological surveys of the entire 139-acre area and samples sediments from storm drains to track down suspected contamination. This joint mission between UCOR and NNSA exemplifies how integral partnerships are to further push cleanup and national security missions. UCOR teams are clearing an old Manhattan Project-era scrapyard to eliminate risk and facilitate future industrial investment. UCOR crew members have completed characterizing the site, called White Wing Scrapyard, and are currently removing trees to support cleanup activities. White Wing Scrapyard is an old salvage yard that contains used equipment and materials dating back as far as the 1940s. It accepted items from all 3 sites on the reservation: the former Oak Ridge K-25 site, Y-12 National Security Complex, and Oak Ridge National Laboratory. Up next, we'll be removing soils and debris from an outside fenced area adjacent to a planned multi-billion-dollar uranium enrichment facility development site. Following the soil removal, focus will shift to clearing additional debris and hazards for future land reuse. Inside ORNL's Radioisotope Development Laboratory, or Building 3026, UCOR is using the Brock remotely operated excavator to deactivate the remaining portion of the final hot cell inside.
All right, we're here at ORNL's Central Campus at the 3026 project behind me in the big tent. We've just dropped the Brock in the A cell to start A cell deactivation with the remote piece of deactivation equipment. So kind of the next step is we're going to make as much stockpile as possible, and then we got a crane in there that's going to fly a drum in place into the cell, and then we're going to use the Brock to actually pick up the waste, put them in the drum, fly the drum out, and then we'll package them in boxes to go off site.
Progress at the Environmental Management Disposal Facility, or EMDF, continues as workers remove trees from 40 acres of the project area. The trees, stumps, root systems, and topsoil will need to be removed for the area grading to provide level ground needed for building foundations and landfill berms. EMDF tree removal is expected to be completed well before the start of the bat roosting and migratory bird season, which runs early April through mid-November. Some of the trees removed from the footprint will eventually be mulched and used for erosion control. The next phase of construction at EMDF will be constructing the support facilities, grading, and infrastructure. The facility will handle waste from continuing cleanup operations on the Oak Ridge Reservation.